Oh no, no, I'm kid free. Oh.
I'm celebrating Christmas tomorrow morning, so I got to be up at a certain time. But
Wait, you're celebrating on Christmas on Christmas?
I know, right? It's so weird. Um, all right, so how am I going to start this out? You guys, this is going to be a adventure. It's going to be very tongue in cheek. Um, do not worry about anything in your characters canonically because this is a prequel adventure and it's going to be told as it's being told through a tale from another character about meeting y'all and what happened. So he's a very unreliable narrator.
So I don't know if you want to turn your camera back on, but it turned off when you left it.
Oh, well, let me fix that. Somebody needs to see my smiling face.
A beautiful, handsome
Be
boy.
prepared to see Rob naked. Oh,
And my hair,
Oh.
look at my hair. Woo!
beautiful.
Got this in
At least you have
spades.
hair still.
That's the one thing my daddy left me with his hair. Meeting y'all and what happened. Now, see, I get nervous when I'm writing my own stuff, so I wrote this adventure. So, all
Be
right,
very critical. Got it.
yeah. So, in the back of the inn, an old black gentleman sits, dark skin, white beard, and he's telling a tale to a bunch of children about how he met the heroes that saved Phandalin from the Red Brands. He says, "Hey, some of you boys know who I am. My name is Don John Raskin, and I'm a retired adventurer. But I'm going to tell you all a tale about the time in an old hunting lodge on Midwinter's Night when I met some of the best people in the world, and we all had an adventure. And it's got all kinds of bad stuff going on in it. But the most important thing to remember that every single thing that you hear in this tale is very true. It all happened just as I said it did. And you know what? It all started with a little note given to a magpie in Neverwinter." Preston, Gundren Rockseeker, comes up to you one day and he's like, "Yip, yip." He's like, "Listen here." He says, I've got to ask you for some help. I have gotten this message. We're all headed out to the Falcon Hunting Lodge and for the Midwinter's Festival. And I need you to come with me because you with your little callings, I'm sure you can make the sound of a deer rutting or a doe bellowing, anything to get us a better hunt, right?
Yep, 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 yep.
So, how about you go grab those couple of friends of yours? That one that plays the music, because I hear there might be a singing contest out there. And then there's that other one that you just met, the Dark Elf. How do you pronounce your name, Sean?
Angdrel.
Angdrel. Oh man, you guys with your names. And we'll set out in the morning with my two brothers. This is so dumb. Uh, and we'll head on out to the Falcon Hunting Lodge.
Yep, yep. So where are these two numbskulls at?
I mean, you don't have any trouble finding them. But you go out and you find them, and then the next morning, well, you got to ask them if they're going to come, of course.
Yeah, yeah. Help. You guys hunting lodge. Yep, 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 yep.
are you guys gonna go with Yip Yip to the hunting lodge?
I think Jordan's muted because I saw his lips moving.
Oh man,
I heard that everything that was told in this story was absolutely true, and that this was a prequel story. So I guess I am.
I'll read the note that he presumably has from Gundren.
all right. The note says, "Welcome, all. Please come out to the Falcon's hunting lodge while we say goodbye to the retiring adventurer Don John Raskins, as he is going to be retiring from the world of adventure once more. We'll be having drinking contest, archery contest, sledding contest, and even a great hunt. It's the Midwinter's Festival, and it's time for you to get your time far away from civilization in the middle of the woods."
It sounds fun.
All right.
I don't have any plans. I guess I'm in.
Lost my pay.
I didn't realize that I knew you before I knew you, Yip Yip. But I guess you just have one of those forgettable faces.
I mean, you looked vaguely familiar, but I mean, all humans look the same, so I mean, whatever.
Yip Yip.
So you guys get in the cart, and Gundred is driving the cart, and he's got his two brothers along with you, Tharden and Nundro. You've heard about them, but this is the first time that you're ever meeting them. You guys just kind of take your little cart through the woods, and a thin fog surrounds a fortified compound standing in a clearing on the east side of a narrow river. A 10-foot-high log palisade surrounds the compound, whose main building is a 2-story stone and wood affair with a high-pitched roof, gables, wood window shutters, a stone chimney. Attached to the main building is a blocky tower of gray stone, its high roof lined with battlements. Other structures include a 2-story stable house, a gatehouse whose flat roof is enclosed by iron railings. A stone bridge spans the river, ending before an oaken door set in the gatehouse. Mounted next to the door is a bell with a rope hanging from its clapper. Somebody's nose is right in that microphone. It was given this. I could hear the wind blowing.
I'm gonna go slap the bell.
Ding! You see a gentleman come out, very tall man, dressed in green like ranger garb. Very tall, it's like 6'6", and he says, "Greetings, gentlemen. My name is Falcon. Perhaps you've heard of me and my hunting prowess."
Nope.
Well, that's okay. Sometimes tales don't make it as far as they need to be. I take it you're with Gundren Rockseeker?
Yip yip.
Yip Yip.
Excellent. Gundren steps up and says, "Yep, my boys. This here's my old friend Falcon. Well, he's not that old, and we've only known each other a couple years. But, yeah." And Gundren says, "I'm going to take the horses to the pens to the south." Oh, yeah, I guess you all need a map. That would help. That's not the map that you need. This is the map that I need you to need. Did it show up?
It did. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Same.
Oh, man, I don't know why I got so nervous all of a sudden. Okay.
I don't recognize any of these people.
Yeah, you probably shouldn't. You might
There's
see
Gundren right there, and there's
There's-
Don John Baskin.
Well, hello,
you,
elf lady.
You guys all enter the main room. People are just kind of standing around. There's some tables, lots of like very interesting stuff hanging on the walls, like different kills and stuff that Falcon's made over the years. Like, you see like a young dragon head and an owlbear head. You even see an orc head, but
Yeah.
it's just a mask. He didn't actually behead an orc and have it stuffed.
No.
Um,
It's very impressive.
he's like, yes. I spend all my time out here, and you see Gundren walk over, and he's like, "Oh, and by the way, Falcon, I don't think you wanted to. Don't think I didn't forget you." And he hands him a bottle of wine, and you see Falcon's eyes kind of light up. He's like, "Ooh, this is very vintage. Thank you very much." He's like, "It comes from the mountain dwarves, and so please accept it as a humble thank you for inviting us out here to this historic event." And Don John Raskin stands up and he walks over to you guys. He's like, "Well, I do see before me a couple of adventurers that I've never met before. What is your name there in the frilly clothes with your little flute?"
His name is Yip Yip. I, with the big flute, am Cephadrius.
Ephandrius. And what about your two friends here? Who are they?
I don't know these
Angdrel Malara. It's a pleasure.
Oh,
And I'll do a little
drow.
bow.
I don't see many drow out here.
Kier, what time is it?
Showtime.
The
It's
sun is out, my hood is up.
it's getting to the evening. The sun's kind of gone down a little bit.
Oh, thank gosh.
He's like, "Well, tomorrow's midwinter, and I'm retiring for good. And I just want to invite the Gundren Rockseeker and his family, because they've been great friends, and they said that I should meet you guys as well, that you guys have been all befriended." And he goes, "Well, my name is Don John Raskins. Surely you've heard of me."
Nope.
Anybody?
No, but I heard Falcon's here. Have you heard of him?
Oh,
I'm
yes.
So excited to meet
Me
him.
and Falcon go back a long ways. Did I ever tell you the tale about him and I when we went down to Avernus?
No, we just met.
Oh my, what a tale I'll have to tell one day. But it happens to deal with the fact is that we went and we made a few deals with the devil and we got out of them. I got a couple of soul coins here in my pocket. I'll have to find them later and show them to you. But it's a totally true trail. If I'm lying, I'm dying.
If I'm
What's that?
lying,
Odious.
I'm dying. Yip.
Oh no, he's going to be saying that one for months now. What have you done? Look, I appreciate your long and illustrious adventuring career, but you have no idea the pain your words just caused in the future.
Oh, I understand all about Kinku. Did I ever tell you the time that I helped save Lord Neverember's son? And we had to fight a bunch of Kinku that were causing trouble and stealing stuff? That was
At
a
least
great
3 times over the years by now,
Again?
yeah. I've heard that story so many times from you.
Yeah, it's a doozy.
I'm a little taken back by this. Kinku usually aren't so, they don't steal, they borrow. God dang it. We're borrowers, not thieves.
They wasn't
Because they
necessarily.
haven't heard the word steal yet. They don't know what it means.
Well, I wouldn't say they stole, but they did kidnap and held for ransom a man. But we got him back, and we didn't hurt the Kinku too bad. We let him go, but that's a tale for another time. We're here for other adventures. I suggest that you guys sleep it up a little bit, and we'll have some festivities tomorrow.
Are there rooms provided?
There are rooms provided somewhere.
Oh,
Well.
sure, I'll find one.
Oh wow!
I suppose I mean, if we're not in them now and you haven't directed us to them, I'll just lay down right here. That's fine, I guess.
There's a barracks up on the second floor of the upper level of the main lodge. We all have privacy curtains. But yes, see you all in the morning, and keep that hood up there. You know, it might be bright, but you can still have a good time, right? Ha! I'm gonna save that one for myself. If I'm lying, I'm dying.
If I'm lying, I'm dying. Yip yip.
I'm starting to, out of the game, suspect that the entire purpose of this campaign was to feed Yip Yip a bunch of new catchphrases.
No, just one catchphrase over and over.
I
All right.
suppose I'll go to my room.
All right, you guys find you find some barracks, and you sleep. You get a little bit of a hustle and bustle in the morning as you come downstairs. It's like this has been pretty decorated nicely. They've got a big chair for Don John to sit in, and he looks happy and content drinking his wine. And he says, "Well, everybody, I think it's time we go out in the courtyard. First thing we're going to start with is an archery contest. Who wants to join an archery contest?"
Yip yip.
Absolutely not.
Yip yip.
Sure, why not?
So I need everybody just to make me a archery, or like if you got a bow, make me a bow row. Bow row?
A bow row.
A bow row. Do you have a bow row?
I've got I should have a crossbow.
Yeah, that'll work.
I don't know what happened to it, though.
Oh no.
I do not have a bow, but I would
Sorry,
try
I-
to abstain from the competition because it's too bright outside. I might hurt somebody.
I would love to participate, but unfortunately, I left my bow at home. I didn't realize there was going to be archery involved.
Oh, don't worry, we got bows right here for you. And he throws you one. We'll just say
Wonderful.
it's a plus. What was your dexterity?
My dexterity is 16.
Okay. So yeah, I think is that a plus? Is that a
Plus 5.
5? So just roll a d20 and add a plus 5 to it.
Oh, apparently I am the archer, the Legolas of this group. You guys have my bow.
I think we already.
Yeah.
So you see the elven woman come up, and she's like, "I've got this," and she takes her arrow. She loses it, but something has happened. She either got the glint off of some steel somewhere, and it blinded her, and it just misses completely. And Savandrius also does exactly the same because you guys both rolled an 8. But Yip Yip hits the center perfectly, and a few other people just kind of haphazardly are all over the place. And it looks like, wow! It looks like the magpie Yip Yip has once again bested everyone.
Now, I have a problem with this. As the drow pointed out, it's very bright out here, and our friend had that sail on the front of his face to block some of the light.
Well, I mean, we all have difficulties that we have to deal with from time to time. But don't
Come on,
worry.
Andrews. Let Feathers have his win.
Yeah. If I ain't lying, I'm dying. Yip yip.
Oh man. So now he says, "Let's all come inside." And who wants to have a singing contest, a musical contest, an instrumental song? Let's just call it. I don't fucking know.
A performance contest.
A performance contest. But I was thinking of. I was trying.
Battle
Oh my
of the
God.
Bards. Battle of the Bards.
Battle of the Bards. There we go. Who wishes to join the battle of the bards?
Anything to get
Well-
out of this dastardly son.
I only break out my singing voice for, a special kind of people, but if you're down to listen to my flute, then I suppose I can play that.
All right. So, give me a performance roll.
Yip Yip, are you going to join me?
I am.
Oh my goodness.
Presumably you just follow right after me and do the same performance, right?
Yeah, I'm trying to find my skills. You said performance. Aha.
Yes, sir. I just meant that you copy mine exactly with your Kanku voice.
I tried. Shit.
So, again, one of the other people here, one of the other commoners, a pretty young man with long black hair, and he gets up there. He's like, and he sings the worst version of the Forgotten Realms national anthem that there ever, or the Sword Coast national anthem that you've ever heard before in your life. His voice cracks. But Savandrius, you are just magic up there on this stage. It's
Well,
a thing of beauty. Yip Yip, please never sing again. I don't know who. I think you meant to maybe copy Savandrius, and unfortunately, you copied the first guy and did it
No.
worse.
Oh. Ouch. Dang. If I ain't dying, I'm lying.
Don John gives you a fancy little medal, Savandrius, that says it's just got like a two-sided coin of like a musical, like one side's got a musical note and the other side has like a picture of a flute on it, and it's probably worth about 10 gold pieces.
ooh.
Oh. I didn't get like a fucking coin for winning the archery contest.
You got one with an archer on it. Yeah, you got one with the archery contest.
So the next game, we should like dig those out and then show them to Sean and then flip them off in game and be like, screw you, orc. You don't got shit.
Then he'll pull out the frog statue and you'll feel sad about doing it.
I'll steal it back.
True.
I think right now
borrow.
you have the frog statue.
Yeah. I borrowed my own frog statue
I
back.
borrowed. All right. If everybody wants to head up on the big hill, we will have our sled race. It's starting to go down now. So basically, I'm gonna have everybody roll just roll me each roll me a dexterity saving throw, or dexterity saving throw. Give me a saving throw.
Oh, whoops.
It's far too bright out.
All right, Sean, you've got this. You kind of pull ahead of everybody, and you got this sled going really fast downhill. And again, like just the bit of sun comes out of as it's going down, and it kind of shines through the trees and hits you directly in your eyes. And as you turn away to look from it, you didn't see the log directly in your path, and you just kind of clip the edge of it, and you go sailing over the log and crash into a snow pile. Oh my god, this. All right. Yip Yip and Savandrius, you see this log, you're thinking, oh my god, you're losing. You guys are kind of like you're just a little bit ahead of him, Savandrius. And you see Sean's character go flying into the snow pit, and you guys and you guys see the log, and you're able to avoid it. Several other people kind of wreck into some trees on the side as well, and so it's just kind of the two of you now. And give me another dex save.
Preston, you did a dex check, not a dex. Oh, there we go. I think your deck save gives you more of a bonus than your check does.
Oh, not
Just
that.
so you know.
Not
Yeah.
that time.
Your-
Not that time.
Well, I was saying your save is +5 and your check is +3.
Yeah.
All right. You, for some reason at this time, it looks like some people are trying to carry like a stretcher full of ice blocks that I guess they're going to bring back to keep the dishes cold. And you see they're walking right directly in front of the sled path, and Savandra sees them and he's able to skirt out of the side of the ways. But unfortunately, Yip Yip does not, and he just ramps and goes right through the ice cubes,
Mm.
and they all shatter, and he hits the ground hard, and he lays there as Savandrius crosses the finish line and wins.
I'm
I
lying.
cast Vicious
I'm
Mockery.
lying and I'm dying. Whew.
Sean, you just seen all this happen as you're coming back down the hill all covered in snow.
Shake myself up.
All right.
Do these things at night. I mumble under my breath.
Yeah. So you get another coin, Savandrius. This one's got a sled on it on one side and the Falcon Hunting Lodge on the other, worth another probably 10 gold pieces. Just a medallion. All right. It's time to go in now. The sun's coming down, so all the indoor activities are heating up. Who's up for a drinking contest?
Yep.
What are the rules?
Well, the last person to pass out wins.
everyone
Any
has to pass out.
stipulations?
Nope, just a drinking contest. Everybody gets a mug, they all drink it down. And if you pass out, you're out. Or if you throw up, you're out. If you quit, you're out.
If you pass out, throw up, or quit, you're out. Very well.
I assume
join.
magic isn't permitted.
They did not say that.
That's why I'm asking to specify.
Why would you do this?
Are you asking me or are you asking somebody there?
I'm asking whoever is hosting this contest.
Using magic is frowned upon.
I am out.
But it's not like we're checking.
You would know. I was definitely going to use sleep based on the rules you said, but since you're discouraging it, I suppose I won't. I'll perform while you drink.
Oh, wow! The music is quite lovely. Who else is entering this contest? Are you,
Heck
Sean
yeah.
and Preston?
Heck
I
yeah.
can.
All right. So let's give it a roll. Give me a Constitution saving throw. Oh, damn. Oh, never mind.
Oh, come on. Load back up. Constitution.
Big 19.
Oh!
Oof!
Man, it's not my night. Jeez Louise.
So Preston takes the first drink, and man, this is some strong dwarven ale, and it's definitely something that you're not used to. Even as a brewer, you're like, this is some stuff here. This is like, this will put some hair on your chin, and you've already got hair on your chin, and you
It
just
does.
immediately pass out.
Hair and feathers.
Kangaroos have hair? I didn't know.
Sean, you didn't even feel anything. I don't know how an elf can avoid getting drunk, but somehow you were just like, yes, this was quite delicious, as you watched the Kenku just fall over.
I'll take his drink as well.
Now, are we supposed to... This is out of character. Are we supposed to know Sean? Am I supposed to know Sean's character?
You guys
made it
kinda
clear
know-
that
You guys
Yip
got-
did.
You guys kind of know him.
Okay.
He's just somebody
Are
that's
we
kind of
friendly?
joined.
I'm a friend of Gundren's.
Yeah, he's a friend of Gundren's.
Right. Are we friendly based on the backstory that I'm unfamiliar with?
You guys know. You guys can be as friendly to him as you want. You know him. You've worked with Gundren has invited him to stuff that you guys have been a part of. So how
Sean,
you
are
feel
we
about him?
friends?
You could say that.
Okay, I accept. I'll say that then. Thank you. I'm done with my questions.
All right, give me another Constitution saving throw, Sean. Preston is unconscious, so that not roll. Okay. Oh no! You just watched several other people pass out, and after about 15 minutes drinking, you realize that you're the only one still standing.
Also about to give him a bardic inspiration.
And so, Don John Raskin hands you another coin, and this one has a beer mug on it, and on the back, it has, like a brewery, like a big brew. What are those things called, Preston?
A keg?
Yeah, a keg. That's what we'll call it, a keg. And everybody sings "You're Too Great Fellow" to Don John Raskins, and everybody heads back up to bed.
I thought everybody was passed out.
Well, everybody helps everybody kind of wakes everybody up and they kind of go back to the room. Preston, you're feeling a lot better since you're the first one that passed out. You're starting to feel a little better.
Yeah.
You don't know what happened. You just feel like you got hit by a truck. And
Let's get to bed, Feathers.
Yip yip Cancun, motherfucker. Let's go.
so you guys are all kind of laying there at night. When you hear you get woken up by a very loud racket outside. Sounds like something kind of, I don't know, like something kind of flew overhead. And just kind of like there was like a minor explosion. What do you guys do?
Look out the window of the room. See if I see anything outside.
Yeah. I'm gonna look out the window. I'm gonna wake up and be like, "What?"
You look out and you see Gundren is already outside standing, and he's like looking up at the sky at something. And you kind of see off in the distance, you see some kind of shooting star looking thing that's kind of flying out into the woods, like pretty low to the ground.
If the window's openable, I'll open it and shout at Gundren.
Yeah, the cold winter air kind of flows in through the window, and you yell at
What's
Gundren.
going on out there, Gundren?
Oh, that was the strangest thing I'd ever seen before. I think you boys ought to come down here. We should go check this out.
I'll close the window and make my way downstairs.
Ditto.
Is everybody else following?
I suppose.
He goes, I know we all had a lot to drink tonight. Some of us more than others. And he looks at Yip Yip. And he's like, but I'm telling you, what I saw was a damn flying ship.
And I look at Gundren and I say,
Okay.
"If it bleeds, we can kill it."
Ships don't bleed, Feathers.
What's on that
I mean,
ship
he's
is
got
gonna
a point.
bleed. Yeah, but what's on that ship is gonna bleed. Let's go.
What a coherent sentence.
I was thinking the same thing. Who said all of that?
Learning.
I wrote it down.
I almost expect him to say if it bleeds.
Yeah, I wrote it down on a piece of paper and I handed it to you guys. Like, let's go kill it. Come on.
This writing sounds exactly like your voice.
And you guys kind of hear off in the distance. You kind of hear another explosion. Probably sounds like it's a mile away, maybe 2. You can't really see smoke billowing up in the air, of course, because it's very dark outside. Because it's like the middle of night on midwinter. And So you guys are headed out that way.
Yeah, should we check that out, Gundren?
I think we should, boys. I
You
don't know
tell me
what
when.
that was, but I'm just out of curiosity. I need to see what this is. I can't have people thinking I'm making this up.
Could be a good story.
Could be. So he's like, it went. He kind of points in a direction. I think it landed that way, and you guys set off.
Was the way he pointed the way that we heard the noise from?
Everybody, give me a survival check. Or at least you, if anybody else wants to do it. But
22.
oh yeah, everybody run high on that one.
No,
Waiting
come
on
on.
Yip to find it.
Hold on. Survival. Oh, yeah, finally. God.
Dang. All right. Okay. All three of you are like, yeah, he pointed in the right direction, and you kind of seen enough of that light that you can, and like the way the trees looked, you can kind of follow that trail very easily. And the snow is pretty deep, but it's not too deep. It's walkable. It's not like you guys have to have snowshoes on, and you kind of trudge through here. But with that select survival checks and stuff like that, you guys kind of miss some of the deadfalls and icy creeks and stuff along the way, and kind of keep yourselves very dry. And you're moving at a good steady pace. You look back a couple of times, you see Gundren trying to say, "I'll catch you up, boys," and he's got his hand on a tree. But then you guys kind of come to this clearing, and suddenly you see something in the sky starting to drift down.
How dark is it outside?
It's perfect.
You know what? It's probably dark enough now in the woods that you would probably need a torch or something like that.
Some of us have dark vision, just saying.
I'll cast dancing lights.
Okay. So yeah, you can cast dancing lights, and so
I'll make 4 like lavender colored little orbs. And I'll spread out around us.
all right. And so you suddenly you see this weird orb with feet holding what looks to be some kind of brown bag. And it looks like it's got covered in eyeballs. And if you look in the game chat, that's what you see kind of drifting down from the sky.
Oh.
I don't like the look of that.
Quasimodo would. Huh. Yep,
And
he has your feet.
It kind of
Yeah.
floats down.
In your eyes, Patrick.
The love child.
So nice of you to notice.
And it kind of floats down in front of you, and it drops the bag. And it looks in your direction.
It looks in all directions.
And it kind of... Well, give me an insight check.
Ah!
Sean, your character is kind of like, that's weird and odd, and it's like you've seen a lot
I don't
of
trust
shit.
it.
You've seen a lot of shit in the Underdark, and you're just like, I don't know about this.
It looks evil.
And then the other two of you are like, the way it's kind of moving, like it kind of takes 2 steps forward and jumps back and then takes a real quick step forward. You find you think it's trying to intimidate you.
Ooh,
I'm gonna draw
scary
my
little chicken, aren't you?
gonna draw my bow and intimidate it.
How big is it?
It is. It's medium sized. It's a pretty good size, like probably about 3 or 4 feet.
Dang.
I'm gonna pull out my pen and go try and draw a face on it. Just a smile. Just a little smile between some of the eyes.
Okay, so you start heading towards it.
Yeah, you cute little guy.
I'll move one of the lights like in its face to see if it reacts.
Suddenly, a magical kaleidoscopic light starts emanating from one of the goon balloon's eyes and starts flashing. Then
balloon.
soon, all the eyes start flashing in multiple like colors, like LED lights. Well, you do it. I mean, you guys don't know what LED lights are, but just like they all start flashing like in a very funky way. And I need everybody to make me a wisdom saving throw.
Oh,
Ooh, soon the goon balloon will make you a buffoon, yip yip.
oh.
The-
I wasn't even fucking trying to draw on its face either. What the crap?
Maybe it wants to have his face drawn on. Or maybe I'll fail the check too.
the eyes really unnerve you and just start making you feel very uncomfortable. Yip yip. The other two are fine, but you take 2 points of psychic damage as this
Oh.
thing just and suddenly you see it just drop the bag and it tries to take off running on its little feet
How was it holding the bag?
with its feet as it was
It was
coming
floating
down.
before.
It was floating. Yeah.
I understand. Should we stop that from leaving?
Yip.
I mean, I still want to draw a face on it.
I wouldn't get anywhere near it.
You don't have to. I have plot armor. I can't die here.
No. That's not how the story went.
Oh, whoops. What did I do next?
You want to get that bag?
I still want to draw a face on it.
It's
I'm still
running.
determined. I'm chasing it.
And I chase.
I can't
gonna-
see.
I chase after him.
I'll stop chasing because I can't see it. Unless I have a fairy fire or a dancing light chasing it too, then I can see it. But
I'm
If not-
chasing the thing.
I won't chase it either. But I do light a torch so that next time I can chase it.
It's running. It's kind of slow. It's definitely slow.
It does.
Yeah,
but is it still lit up? Like we can see its lights, like where its eyes.
Oh
bulge?
yeah, it's still lit up.
Oh.
Okay. Well then,
Yeah.
I'm definitely chasing it. Still.
Let's go.
Yeah, it gets off. It gets off enough lights you can chase after. You guys start to catch up to it, and it keeps running. So what do you got? What is your plan? Are you going to try to tackle it? What are you doing?
I could always try to shoot
You
it
said
with
it's
my
about
bow and arrow.
4 foot.
Yeah, it's about 3 feet, 4 feet tall. It actually doesn't give me how big it is on here, so it just says it's medium. Oh wait, hold on. Oh wow, it's 5 foot diameter beach ball.
Okay, my whole plan changes when I hear that.
So it's like 5 feet around.
It's less adorable than it leads me to believe. Looking at the picture,
Let me
You
shoot it
think
with.
that's adorable?
Let me shoot it with. my bow
kinda,
and arrow.
yeah,
Let
just
me
a
shoot
little
it.
feet. You know,
Let me shoot it.
it is like if Yip Yip and Quazga had a baby. That's just it's cute. It's got Yip Yip's cool little feet, and then Quazga's kind of vacant stare.
Yeah. Let me go, let's go pop out one of its eyeballs. Come on. Let's go.
Is this where it started?
Yeah.
I'm gonna.
That walking eyeball gave Yip Yip psychic damage, and ever since she's been collecting eyeballs.
I'm gonna check out the bag that it dropped.
Yeah,
Oh,
since
no.
it's
I
that
don't
big,
go
I
for
probably
that.
will too.
So you guys aren't chasing after it now?
No,
Are you
I'm
going to try to
not.
shoot it? Yip yip.
Uh, I mean, I kind of want to, but then I don't know if these hooligans are gonna like save me if I get into a fight.
Did we see Yip Yip like cry out in pain or something?
Yeah,
Was
you
it clear that
probably
Yip Yip took mental damage?
did. Did you yell out something? I'm sure you probably heard. You probably heard him say something. He didn't take much damage, but it probably hurt a little bit, and he probably made some kind of noise.
Yeah, I was like,
Maybe he was holding his
"Oh!"
head.
I'm gonna go out on a limb and I'm gonna try and cast sleep on it. Wait, let me read what my trying to see if it's just. I think it's just like immune to charm. Hopefully, this dude's not immune to charm. Cast sleep.
And that's just there's no you just roll your die for that, right?
Yeah, I'm trying to see what die I roll.
Should be
It's like
5d8, I believe.
Yep, that is correct. I don't know how to. I guess I'm just gonna.
yeah, just roll 5. If you tap the little icons at the bottom, if you tap that like 5 times, it'll roll 5 dice. All right. So this thing's running on its 2 little feet, and it just falls over. It just starts kind of rolling around in a circle as it lays there, and its feet just kind of stick out. And it's not making a snoring sound or anything per se, but every once in a while you see one of the little lights light up and go out like it's breathing, like it's snoring. Like the light will get really bright and it'll go out.
What do I need to roll to tie its feet up so I can't, like, if it wakes up, it can't run off?
Just give me a. You don't even have to roll anything. You just take your rope out and tie it up.
Yeah.
Tie up its feet. It's got a really weird fleshy texture, and it also feels very light, almost like it's filled with some kind of gas. Like it just had 3 burritos for dinner.
Is the gas inside its body like valuable? Can we like make some cool shit with this gas?
I've never seen this creature in my life.
Yeah, you don't even know what this thing is. You have no idea what it's come from. The bag it was holding, you kind of look at it, Sean. I'm never gonna be able to say that character's name, by the way.
Angdrelv?
Angdrelv. Angdrelv, you see this bag and you see it's got some little stitchings and stuff on it. And are you gonna open it?
Like what's the bag made of?
It looks like it's made out of leather.
I mean, if it has an opening.
Yeah, it's got an opening at the top and a little strap. When you open it up, inside you just see like infinite space. And you've heard of these things called bags of holding.
Ooh.
And inside of it is a vial.
Oh, take out the vial. Does it look familiar at all?
Give me a Constitution saving throw.
I'm not drinking it.
No. I just touching
Yeah,
it.
yeah, got it. Sick.
Oof.
So, as soon as you touch this, you get sounds in the back of your head, almost like laughing clowns that you may have seen at a festival at some point. And it's almost like drink me. Drink us down.
Hey, Yip, are you thirsty?
I mean,
I'm gonna toss it to Yip.
I grab it. I got it in my hands. What do I do now?
Give me a Constitution saving throw. Okay. You kind of hear just like the laughter of children and calmness, and it just doesn't give you any ill feelings. But you also kind of know that it doesn't. It you don't want to drink it. It definitely seems like it needs to be diluted down if you were going to drink it. And you think to yourself, "Huh? I've been thinking about this new recipe, Bailey's from a shoe,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
I think this would be a perfect ingredient for it at some point in the future."
So I just put it in my pocket and I just tap it. Like, gonna save it.
So, how do you feel when you see this, Angrill?
I didn't trust it. I thought Yip might enjoy such a thing.
But that's kind of the only thing you see inside this bag.
Well, if I know of bags of holding, I'll turn it upside down, see if anything falls out.
Yeah, you shake it. The only thing that falls out of it is just like this little red ball and some colorful rainbow hair.
Savandrius.
Oh, I'm already enough of a clown, but you could probably use the help.
Now we'll add it to Yip's collection.
I mean, I'll take it.
Yep,
Why
yep.
not? I'll borrow. I'll borrow.
When you pick up the ball, it makes a honk honk sound.
I just like look in surprise and I like hold it up to Savandrius. Like, look, it made a noise. Ah.
So, what are you guys doing with this goon balloon?
Can we
Taking it back towards what's his name?
Can we fit it in
You
the
know the
bag? Is this like one of those bags that like infinite holding?
It's a
Like
good one.
it can also stretch and we can throw it down in the bag.
I mean, I would say it probably couldn't fit in the bag because the opening is not big enough for its beach ball sized body to fit through.
Damn.
Yeah, I say we kind of try and, if it's light enough, try and take it back to Gundren without waking it up. See if Gundren knows anything about it. Since presumably he's headed in the same direction we're at right now. What do you guys think?
Okay.
Gundren is
Should've
like
been right behind
he's kind of right behind you. He kind of comes up a little bit as you guys are kind of tying. If you tied this thing up and you guys look at the bag and stuff, he's like, oh, you boys didn't have to wait for me. I'm sorry. It's a lot of steps to take in the snow. My heart can't take it. I'm a little old, you know. What in the fuck is that?
It's a goon balloon.
Is a what?
A
Decided
goon
to call
balloon.
it a goon balloon.
I don't know. Have you seen one of these before?
I have never seen something that disgusting in my entire life. What does it even feel like?
Mostly feathers, but there's a beak on him too.
Are you talking about? I think you're talking about. Yeah, I think you're talking about Yip Yip.
I hand him the little clown ball that was making noise, and I'm like, here you go, Gundren.
I put it on. I
Uh,
don't actually put it on.
Oh no, you put it on. You told me you put it on.
All right,
You
I put it on.
You got a little red nose on you, and you honk it.
It had this weird bag and his little Yip like feet.
Well, huh. And it's Yip Yip like feet. Huh. What's a thing like that doing with a bag of holding? What was in it? Besides the little red nose.
I
There was-
open up my shirt pocket and I point and I grab the vial and I shake it and I put it back in and then I pat my shirt.
Oh,
That's
that's interesting. We'll have to talk more about that later, Yip Yip.
some giggle juice.
Yip, yip.
Giggle juice.
And I point to the dagger that's on my waist and say he had this too.
Wait, he had a dagger on his waist?
I do.
Oh.
I'm just trying to angle to make some
Oh.
money out of this.
I see.
I want him to think that it came out of nowhere, you know. Maybe it's valuable if this creature had it. Maybe it'll be a
Let's just-
collectible someday.
Oh, hold on. Let me see Gundren here. Let me roll him. He's a trader and a mercantile and like a miner. Oh my God! He rolled a 1.
Yeah.
Oh, he looks at it and he's looking in the dark and the moon's not in the right place. And he like looks at this and he's like, "My boy, I think you found a mithril dagger. I will give you 30 gold pieces for this right now."
That's a
Tell you
ripoff.
what.
No. You can get way more for mithril.
Tell you what. Just how about, because we don't know where this thing is from, you give me 5 and we'll call it good.
That's a bargain at half the price. You're right.
Hey, I'll give you 10.
All
Hey.
right.
Wait a second here. I'll give you 15.
All right, you're rich for my
I
boy.
have to have it.
All right. It's all yours. Like I said, I don't know anything about it, except that this mysterious creature had it in his bag of holding.
What kind of weird creature is this that's carrying these kinds of odd things around?
Don John's he's a famous adventurer, or was. Maybe he's heard of this.
I mean, it's quite a possibility. But that old coot will probably tell you that he knows everything that's ever walked this earth. This
He
field.
never lies. It's true.
If he's lying, he's dying. Am I right, fellas?
If he's lying, he's dying. Am I right, fellas?
I say we take it back to him.
Agreed.
But should we worry about this ship I seen earlier?
Oh, I don't
mean,
see
that's
the
a-
ship anywhere. Yeah.
Very good point.
Which direction did the ship go from where we are?
It's still going in the same direction y'all are headed. It was still going in the same direction.
Oh, could we see it at any point? Like, were we able to see it? Was there any indication we were headed the right way?
I mean, you guys knew by sound where it was headed, and kind of like when you looked out the window, you could kind of see the light of it and where it crashed, probably a mile or two away.
For all we know... Wait, we heard it crash? For sure?
Well, you heard another explosion.
I was going to say, for all we know, this creature made some sort of illusion and was the ship. It did float down from the sky when we arrived.
I mean, we could always take it back to Don John.
I mean, the ship's not going anywhere if it crashed.
That's true.
Is there any, like, civilization around this area, or is this like an isolated cabin?
No, it's a pretty isolated lodge.
So we could go back to the lodge and report to Don John and maybe go back and see the ship.
I don't want to assume this creature is hostile without
It
knowing more
absolutely
about
is.
it.
Look at it.
It did seem to attack Yip Yip, but it may have just been frightened. Regardless, I also don't want it roaming around where it could hurt someone. So if we can take it somewhere secure, I think that's our best bet.
I'll let
My
you boys
point-
make that
Oh.
decision.
I mean, we got to tie
I mean,
it.
maybe it.
We got to tie it up. It's a beach ball. We can just drag it back in the snow. It'll be fine.
How long did it take us to get to where we're at?
It only took you guys maybe half an hour of walking.
Oh, damn, half an hour. Maybe we tie it to a tree like a little balloon. Come back for it later. I don't know. I'm inclined to agree with Engdrelv, but I'm okay either way.
I take out my trusty pen and paper, and I write a little note, and I hand it over to Saphandrius, and it says, "Let's just kill it now."
I'd rather not do that if we can avoid it. Again, for all we know, it's friendly.
See,
Well,
Gundren,
not friendly.
If your old heart can't handle the walk here, you probably won't want to walk to the ship itself. It's still a mile out.
Oh my
So how about
goodness.
you take the weird flesh orb, and you can head back, and we'll report back to you.
Now, we've seen how this flesh orb is now. If you do anything nefarious with it, we'll know, you scoundrel. You leave the flesh orb, pure.
Uh, I wasn't planning on doing anything with this hideous thing.
I squeeze the nose.
He's like, fine, I'll take it back.
I get out my trusty pen and paper, and I write Gundren a little note, and it says, "If you get a chance, take one of the eyeballs for me." And then I just kind of wink at him.
He goes, I think there's a mage staying at the cabin. When I get back, if Don John says there's anything important, I'll have him message you guys.
Sounds good. Are you comfortable doing this? Do you feel
Yeah, this
safe?
thing looks like it's asleep. And
Just so you know, when we found it, it floated down from the sky. It emitted a bunch of multicolored lights from its eyes, and then Yip Yip cried out in pain.
You see him shiver as he looks at he's like, oh yeah, those are eyes. Ugh.
Well, maybe they are. I don't know. I'm assuming.
All right. I'll take this terrifying thing. Besides, it's cold out here and I'm getting old. And so he kind of
stay safe.
drags it through the snow.
And as he's walking off, I
By
say,
its feet.
"If I'm dying, I'm lying."
Yeah.
Well, shall we continue heading towards the ship?
Should be this way.
All right. You guys have been walking for about an hour, and you're pretty close to where it was at. Everybody, give me a perception check.
Oof.
23. Natural 20.
Nice. All right. You notice in the snow there's some deep footprints. Kind of walk around this area like something's been looking for something. You see that as too. Yip. You see the prints, but Angels, you notice that these seem to be very elongated shoes. Like the foot, like a normal size foot, but this is like almost twice the size of that.
It's like fucking clown shoes.
Like fucking clown shoes.
Yip.
I mean, it might not be the only ones here. Maybe there's some survivors from the crash.
I don't know. I don't see anything.
And then off in the woods a little bit there, you see what looks to be like some party balloons, like just kind of hanging in the tree, and they're just kind of floating in the breeze there. There's looks like there's a large cake, maybe there, some balloons, like almost like there was a party in the middle of the woods.
I feel like this is like killer clowns from outer space.
What are those orbs in the trees over there? Have you ever seen anything like that before? Yip yip.
I just shake my head
How
no.
about you, Angel? How about you, Angel?
Seems weird. I'm not familiar.
Should we go investigate?
I nodded my head yes.
Well,
All right, I move closer to
move
take a
closer.
look. I guess I say that. I'm only going to move closer or move around if the dancing lights are moving around with
I
me,
will
'cause I
move
didn't
closer with
actually
the
ride a
lights.
torch. So, all right, nice.
Can I pluck one of the
Thank you,
balloons out
Angel.
out of the air to inspect it?
As you kind of reach out to grab it, your hand kind of goes through it.
An illusion.
And I look back at the other two and I say, an illusion.
So there was like a cake or something.
Yeah, there's a cake.
I'll see if the cake is also an illusion.
I'm pretty confident seeing Yip Yip's hand go through that the cake is a lie.
It's potentially,
So-
but you can always hope.
You kind of do the same thing where it just kind of your hand just kind of goes through it.
Shame. Is the ship anywhere near us still? Or
You're still a little bit away from the ship.
Hmm.
well, I say we keep heading.
All right.
Agreed.
So you're just gonna leave the strange cake and move on.
Well, we're not going to sit there and look at it. We've already
Okay.
investigated, right? I
Yep.
mean, is there anything else around that would cause us to want to stay around longer?
If I do a
No, it's
perception check,
Is
am I going to get any more information about the ghost cake?
is the table also an illusion?
yeah. It seems to all be an illusion.
Tally forth.
All right. You guys get about 20 feet away from the cake and the balloons, and you suddenly hear squeaking from behind you, like very squeaky shoes running away. And when you look back, the illusionary items are gone.
Hmm. Well, onwards to the ship.
It seems to be the only way to go.
Do I see any tracks in the snow from the squeaking shoe sound?
You walk back over there, you do see tracks, elongated shoe tracks, like the ones that Savandrius pointed out a little bit ago.
I make my classic yip 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 noise and motion those two to come back. And I write them out a note saying, look, tracks.
Good job, Feathers.
So, should we go on towards the ship?
Look out for a person with big shoes.
Big shoes.
What are you thinking, Yip Yip? To me, this seems like somebody's trying to pull us off of our trail.
So
Trying to keep us from finding the ship we're looking for.
I write out that maybe that the tracks are from another occupant of the ship that's crashed, and we should probably go try to track it down and face the enemy.
Why do you think everything you don't know is an enemy?
That's my character's nature, you know. Like you have to earn my trust, and as of right now, I don't know what this thing is, so it's got to die. You know, you've proved yourself, played your flute. I'm not quite so sure about the dark elf, but at least he's not an orc. But this thing, making illusions, being sneaky, let's go kill it.
Yep. Attack first, ask questions later.
Yep.
Yep.
I do expect danger, though. This doesn't feel right to me.
Well, I am still in favor of moving forward. Sounds like Yip would rather follow this Bigfoot through the woods. How about you?
Same.
Listen, Preston's always going to want to follow Bigfoot to the rules. I mean, that's the whole podcast.
I know that was the Easter egg I was trying to sprinkle in there very subtly. But thanks for highlighting it with a bright yellow pen.
I say we go to the ship and at least keep our eyes peeled for danger.
Well, yep. See you later.
I just motion onto the ship, and I begrudgingly follow my party.
All right, I'm going to take a quick break to go run to the restroom if anybody else wants to do the same.
Sure. 5 minutes? We calling 5?
Okay.
So is this just because Kardak stumbled upon us sort of randomly, so you're trying to give us a backstory character, or do you just feel like playing somebody different, Sean?
What? Sorry?
Is this just because
standing up and I heard voice?
Is this just because Caradoc
Caradoc doesn't
showed
exist
up
yet.
partway through? Yeah. And you picked the class that I told you I was going to multi-class Sifandrius into? I like it. It helps me with my lore.
I just want to do something that wasn't in the party yet.
Yeah. Well, and it will serve as a good frame of reference
I forgot you
for
were
me.
going to do that, to be honest.
Yeah, I just saw your character sheet outline as like Warlock Hexblade. I was like, huh. Fun. I thought it was an intentional, like, feeding into my desire to do that.
Yeah, absolutely. Well,
But-
sure.
Yeah. All right, sorry. I know you were about to get up, so
I was just
we'll chat later. Yeah. Be back.
All right, I am back. Hopefully everybody's enjoying the game that's watching, whether you may be watching, if anybody is watching. So, hopefully everybody's enjoying it. Merry Christmas, everybody, of course, if you're watching, whether you're watching it today or later. So, yeah. As soon as everybody gets back, we will start again.
How's your Christmas Eve treating you, Rob?
It's doing all right. Me and my wife exchanged gifts, and her family's coming over tomorrow. We went and see my mom today.
Yeah. How's
Yeah.
she doing?
I mean, she remembered my name sort of today, so we told her my name began with an R, and she got it first try. So she knew I was her son. But yeah, it's I was telling my wife I just have this feeling that my mom's not going to be here for next Christmas. I don't know, just
I'm sorry, man.
how fast everything is progressing. This seems very quickly. I mean, it is what it is. I just hate to see her suffer, you know.
Yeah.
And so I don't know if if she makes it through this Christmas, I doubt she'll make it through the next one. And I'm not trying to sound heartless or anything like that, but
No.
it's just I just like she keeps, she's got congestive heart failure. She can't walk anymore. I say every time I swear she just gets like she can't remember. Although today she was having a fairly better day with her dialogue and talking, but you ask her what she did today, and it's she'll talk about how she's been up cleaning the house and stuff, and I'm like, you know,
Yeah.
but yep, it is what
In-
it is.
In general, do you prefer to not be asked questions like that? Not.
It's not that I don't like. It's like before.
No.
I don't think it bothers me as much now. It used to because like if I say, "Oh, she's doing good," then like the next time that somebody asked me that and I told her she's doing good, then the next time I'd see her, she would be progressively worse. So it became like a
Yeah.
diminishing effect. But the fact is that I know she's never going to get better at this point, and she's probably always going to get worse. So it doesn't bother me as much as it used to when it comes to people asking that. The only thing I always did was I hated when like everybody would ask, and everybody would ask like 5 or 6 times, and I'm just like,
Yeah.
if there's an update, I'll let you guys know. But yeah, it's just one of those things. Like I know it's coming, and
I'll figure out better ways to ask about it. I'll leave you to update if you want to update. I just thought about that as I was asking that question, thinking, what kind of answer am I going to get? That's nothing you could say is going to make you feel better about the situation.
Right.
Sorry about that.
That's all right. Like I said, it's got to the point now where I know it is what it is, and I've kind of accepted, So
Yeah.
Are you back, Sean? No. Okay. I'm guessing unless his mic's muted. I just cannot get that name. Angdrilf.
Angdrelf, I think.
With Angdrils refuse to die. Okay.
Did you catch my shoehorned attempt for the Die Hard reference earlier? Is
No.
Yip Yip Cancun, motherfucker?
Oh.
No, I didn't get that one. It was too subtle.
I'm back.
I think it's a bit of a stretch, but I was trying to look up good quotes, and I saw Yippee Ki motherfucker, and I thought Yip Yip Cancun motherfucker would be pretty good.
I do dig that, yeah. It's because Die Hard is the best Christmas movie ever.
Welcome back, Sean, and we will get back to playing the game now. All right. As you guys get closer, you can kind of see what looks to be some downed trees, and along the trees, you see what looks to be a ship broken into pieces, like it had crashed under the ground, and laying outside on the ground, leaning against like some like ripped apart pieces of the middle of the ship, you see this person. If you look at here when I get it up here, if you look at the game log, you will see this GIF hippo person laying on the ground. Looks like he's slumped against the ship, unconscious. You guys see him?
Oh, yeah. Oh.
Have I seen a hippo person before?
No, this is probably the first. Well, everybody, give me a history check. or a nature check. They give you a nature check. I guess that would. I don't know.
Yeah, nature makes more sense.
Oh, yeah, man, I had a 17 on that.
Get a nat 20, and then let's do a nature check after my history check.
Oh, that's okay. I got a 20 on that. Yeah.
You guys have heard of these hippo people, called the GIF. Some of them, though, however, call themselves the GIF, and yeah, they're hippo people. They are not really native to this area, but people say sometimes they see them in ships that come from outside of the planet. Crazy stuff like that. And this one looks like he's dressed in a red, like, fluffy suit and has a little red hat on.
I've never seen a Yif before.
This reminds me of shamans I've heard about up north.
Did you say he was dead, or is he just unconscious?
No, you can see his, like, he's kind of breathing a little bit, but he seems like he might be unconscious.
I want to borrow his hat.
I like how you just didn't say steal his hat. You're like, I'm going to borrow his hat. You walk over to him and you take his hat off his head.
It's a nice hat. I like it.
You see that there's some, like, pulled up blood underneath the hat, though. Like, he's, like, bumped his head. He's got some scratches on him.
I cast. I check for pulse.
Give me a medicine check.
He's
And you see,
breathing,
like-
but no pulse.
Oh, I didn't hear he was breathing. Sorry.
Yeah, you can tell he's breathing, but you can also tell, like, with that check, that you can tell he's breathing. He's breathing. It's not shallow. He just seems like he's maybe unconscious. There's some blood pooled around areas where he, like, probably bumped against something. You'd almost expect there to be some bruising if it didn't match his skin tone. If you knew what to look like for a GIF skin tone. Laying beside him is a strange-looking weapon. Looks like a
It's a weird pipe.
yeah. It's like a
But maybe flared at one end.
yeah. It almost looks like a miniature cannon.
Like a broken crossbow.
Yep. Well, there's also one that's like you got one that's got like a little cannon, and then like a long range, like long thin. Looks like for like maybe a long range type of weapon.
Like a
You've heard these things maybe called muskets.
Oh. I borrow the musket.
But it actually looks like it's broken half. It's broken half.
Oh.
Should we wake him up?
Let's
usually
move
friendly
any
creatures.
weapons surrounding away quickly first. But then I agree.
He's got like along his belt. He's also carrying a scimitar, and along with that pistol, he's got like a holster for it.
I'd like to try and take any weapons off of him before we wake up, or wake him
Okay.
up, and then I agree we should try and wake him up.
All
I'm
right,
gonna
yeah,
cast mage armor on myself.
okay. You've taken all of his weapons, kind of. And so, what are you gonna do?
Excuse me, friend. Hello? Try and
You see
gently wake him up.
His eyes open up, and he's like, "Oh, heavens, that hurt a lot. Oh,
Surprised you're alive.
Are you okay?
is this where we're supposed to park this thing?
Do you have a permit?
No, am I going to get fined?"
You may.
He's like reaching around. He's like, "Have you gentlemen seen a little crystal anywhere? I seem to have lost my little crystal.
What color is it?
It's clear. It's a sending stone, but I I don't see it. Do you guys?"
I can help you look.
Yip. You haven't perchance borrowed our friend's crystal, have you?
I just shake my head no.
Oh,
I'll
Are
look in
you
all the
sure?
wreckage, see if I can
he
see it.
goes. He says, "Yeah, you guys kind of look around. You don't find it anywhere." He's like, he says, "No, that's not right. I remember it. I remember it getting knocked out of my hand." Uh, oh,
By a guy with big shoes.
yes. How did you know?
A man with big shoes. Or woman, not sexist. Is following us.
Yes, that would be the damn space clowns.
Space clowns.
Yes,
Huh.
they're from clown space. And we found the Spelljammer Academy had found that they were in the area, and we were investigating what they were doing. I think they're trying to kidnap owlbears.
And why
Just
would
out of
they?
curiosity, did this space clown have green skin? Did he look something like a half-orc?
No.
Oh, okay. Irrelevant, just curious. Please continue.
That sounds like you're talking about orcs.
Does he have immaculately good hair?
He's like, oh. He's like, all I know is we found one of their ships, and they all abandoned ship, and I couldn't get to the Spelljammer, and it crashed. Are you familiar with Spelljammers? I don't know if you're familiar with Spelljammers.
Sounds like a bard.
I am not entirely sure. Rob, are we familiar with spelljammers?
Well, just give me a history roll. Oh, jeez. You have heard just the faintest thing of flying galleon ships and stuff, but
Only passingly. Very little.
yeah, there's not much to go on in this area of the world.
We don't
He's
see
like,
your kind around here often. Those that fly ships, that is.
yes, and I need my sending stone so I can give my coordinates to to Nihar, our pilot of the other ship, the one that I made a very daring yet stupid attempt to make it to the ship by jumping off ours, expecting to be able to uh, land it. Unfortunately, it had taken too much damage, and the clowns also abandoned ship and left me to die. By the way, my name is Klaus the Red.
What?
I get out my notebook real quick and I write to Saphandrius, ask him about the eyeball thing.
Yes, Yip, I was going to get there soon. But first, what brings you to this area, Klaus?
We'd heard rumors about the space clowns and them kidnapping owlbears.
Why would they need owlbears?
And why does that concern you?
Because owlbears are very dangerous, and we can't let them out of this ecosystem. If they were to get to other planets, there's no telling what could happen. They're very dangerous. And if they were put on a planet where they had no natural predators, who knows what could happen. If they were able to be bred, they could breed, and we would have thousands of them, and somebody might use them as mounts for war.
What stops people from doing that here?
Well,
Dragons.
They have natural predators here. Yes, good sir, dragons. Dragons are natural predators. Orcs are natural predators. Anything. They're good meat. You get enough people, you can take down an owlbear, and they're pretty solitary. But
Tasty too.
yes, we've all had owlbear stew. Delicious.
when we were coming to investigate the noise we heard, which presumably was your ship crashing, we came across a creature that floated down to us. It looked to be a giant ball, about 2 meters, a little shy of 2 meters in diameter, carrying a bag of holding and this little nose that you see on my face.
Oh, show him the bag of holding.
Did you see... Are you aware of what this is? I mean, I assume it might be from these space
Oh
people.
no! Oh no! He's like, that little bugger was on the ship, and he jumped off. They gave it the pouch. I think they put some kind of vial of something in there.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
I think.
What does that vial do? Is that the crystal you're looking for in that vial?
No. This is a liquid. Somebody once said something about it being something called thrill joy.
Thrill joy. Is it a drug or a curse?
I have no idea. I've just heard the name. I'm not exactly sure what it is.
How are you feeling right now?
He kind of stands up and he kind of like, you hear him pop his back. He's like, I'm doing okay. I've a little worse for wear. But I think I'll be fine.
As we said before, when we were headed towards you, we ran across some tracks, some big footprints in the snow, and some illusions of these spheres and a cake. Do you think that might be these aliens you're speaking of? And if so, do you think they might have the crystal you need?
I don't know if they would have the crystal I need, but they probably need to be taken care of.
Are they dangerous?
Of course they're dangerous. They're space clowns, you fools.
Like kill on sight dangerous, or stay away from dangerous?
So I take out my notebook and I write down Klaus, capture or kill ? And I hand it to him and I put it in his big hippopotamus hands.
He's like, I have a feeling that what did you do with the goon balloon, and what did you do with the thrill joy?
I open up my shirt pocket and I point, and then I pat my chest like it's mine.
I would be very careful with that.
The balloon creature, our companion, took it back to a nearby stronghold.
Oh no.
For
Fuck, we should have killed it. I knew it.
Please don't encourage the bird.
The entire establishment the entire establishment could be in trouble.
And why is that?
It was unconscious.
It's not that thing that you got to worry about. The space clowns love their goon balloons, and they'll come back for them. They probably think it's still got the thrill joy anyway. So if
how many space clowns are there that would come back for their balloon?
I counted about 15.
So are you going to answer the bird's question?
To kill them? Yes. I think it's best that we kill them.
Understand.
So, this compound, you said they're in grave danger, but there's a lot of very prominent adventurers there. They should be safe, right?
I mean, they could probably hold them off, yes.
Because if they're not safe fighting them, then how in the world do you expect us to fight them or take care of them?
Well,
I'm a bard. He's a crow.
But you guys are already heroic. You came all the way out here to save me. Or find me, right?
Absolutely.
You
to find what was happening, of course.
You could have turned around at any point. Hell, most people run at the sight of goon balloons.
I didn't trust it from the start.
I still think we should draw a face on it.
Do not, under any circumstance, draw a face on the goon balloon.
You mean another face, right?
Oh no. You drew a face on the goon balloon?
I mean, how could you not? Have you seen them?
They're hideous, I know. All those eyeballs. Ugh.
Just misunderstood. They're adorable little things,
I-
really.
I met a half orc one time who was really about eyeballs, and he gave him a heart on every time he seen one. I wonder whatever happened to Quazga.
Half orc
I
I've got a
think-
hard on.
I think that he had been to the town we were in sometime recently.
Oh.
Anyway, we're getting off track. So, you think it would be wise for us to try and find this space clown that we ran across when we came by?
Yes, there was probably a whole battalion of them in space. So if they get those damn owlbears off the planet, there's no telling what could happen.
Well,
How
would you
does
like to
the
join us on
average-
our hunt?
How does the average space clown fare with like a sword to the chest?
Oh, they don't like it very much at all.
I mean, are they like remarkably resilient creatures, or just like
No.
an average Joe?
Just think of your average pirate that you would see on his pirate ship. You know, they may have they may be a little stronger, and you got to watch out for the ones that carry the guns. Not so much the ones that carry the pies.
Guns.
What are guns?
Oh, he says that musket, he points to that over there's a musket. That's a gun. But they have a little added effect. It's not pleasant. Let's just say that.
Can we say more? We're about to go fight them. Can we say
Metal
more than that?
tubes.
I write a note
I gotta-
saying, "Can I borrow a musket?" Question mark.
He's like,
I must get
like-
one of those.
he's like, I already, he says, mine's broken. It's the only one I had.
Maybe the sorcerer in town knows mending.
Maybe it's possible. If you get hit by the ray gun, you may drop to the ground and start laughing.
What is a ray gun?
Trust me, it's kind of like that musket. It fires something from it that shoots out like a spell. You know magic, right?
Oh, it's a
Like
crossbow that shoots a spell.
Think of it's like magic missile that can miss.
So it sucks.
Like a firebolt. It hurts and it can make you laugh.
Sounds like Quazka.
Never met this fellow.
Consider yourself lucky.
I write on a note,
Well,
"Is he a dick?" Question mark, and I hand it to Saphandrius.
oh yes, certainly is. This is out of character. I keep mixing up my characters because Saphandrius is definitely not any kind of like British. He's a carnival hand, and I keep talking in a fancier voice because I want to differentiate between my voice and his voice, but it's the wrong voice. And I'm sorry, everyone. He should be younger and more scrappy sounding. Anyway, back into character.
It's okay.
Hey, it's me, it's Amandrius.
Nailed it. No, it's more glib. It's more, I don't know, broody, glib, quick-witted, but still, I don't know. Anyway, so, yip. What do you think?
I I look like I'm brooding. My feathers are all like puffed up because I'm mad because I said 20 minutes ago we should be like kill, kill, kill. You're like, what do you want to kill everything? So visibly you could tell that I'm irritated at this point because I'm like, I want to kill them. So I'm just like kind of like jumping up and down, stomping my feet, and I'm like, kill, kill, kill.
Calm down, Feathers.
Do you trust this man? Are you a man?
I'm a man.
Do you trust this man?
I trust this man.
Angertrelv?
Oh, you weren't talking to me.
Well, might as well.
Absolutely not. But I think he's telling the truth.
You guys
Fair.
want to do an insight? You can guys do an insight check. Sorry. Who?
19.
All right. You guys all. He seems very noble, and you get the impression that he's telling you the truth. He seems very noble and loyal, and he's just kind of uh he's worried about the spread of these monsters into other parts of the galaxy, and he thinks that they should be conservated here. You know, very conservative, natural. Goddamn words. I can't. I'm so, uh, there. You know,
Lot of
he
eggnog
thinks.
tonight.
Keep them here.
Yeah, the nature should be conserved here, especially, and not spread. And it could be a danger to other ecological areas if these were to get out of hand. And he's worried that the space clowns will take them to another planet, breed them like crazy, and then we'll have space clowns riding owlbears, and we just can't have that.
That's a real problem.
Well,
Tell your congressman.
lucky you, it seems as though we can trust you. Or at least in this instance, we believe what you're saying. So, do you need medical attention?
He's like, I'm injured, but I think I'll be fine.
Will you be joining us in the fight against these creatures?
I will, if you need me.
Your weapons are right over there. If we're doing it, you're doing it.
Is there like some sort of clown commander? One that if he goes down, the others will scatter.
Well, there's one. I think his name is Bob.
Bob.
If you take out Bob, then the others might scatter.
Does Bob have a signature look?
Yes, he has bright orange hair.
Bright orange hair.
And he wears a skull mask.
Now, the others, what do they typically look like? We found this rainbow wig to go along with the nose. What about clothing, facial features, things like that?
They...
Do you think you could help me prepare a disguise so that I can look like one of them?
Some of them wear cowboy hats and pinstriped carnival suits with big shoes. Others look small and goblin-like and have shoes that curl up. But they wear a lot of carnival-looking gear, of course.
All their shoes are weird.
Can they see in the dark with dark vision, or do they need light?
No, they can see in the dark quite well. However,
Well, shit.
the thing is, what gives them away is when they walk, they always squeak. Their shoes always squeak when it walks. So it's very hard to be snuck up on by one.
I was just thinking about my own potential disguise. I'll have a hard time tricking anyone if I can't see where I'm going.
If only
Make
we
sure to
had.
keep our ears peeled.
If only we had Lantern with us.
True. He's a good chap. Anyway, do you feel like you need to rest or anything before we continue to hunt for these things?
If we were to rest, maybe we could take them in the daylight.
I feel like we should do it now before they kill anyone at the lodge.
Well, I suppose our friend here is most useful at night. Sorry, I keep saying our friend or asking Yip Yip questions first. I always have to go back and look up your name, Angdrelf. But if you two say nighttime, I don't need to hit anything with a bow or anything anyway, so let's do it.
I'll have my lights, but
It's true, but I don't know how much vision they're going to give in terms of like a battle. But we'll see. Maybe I'll be useful.
they may go out. So
Angdrel, yip, are you okay if I give this gentleman his weapons back?
I give you the thumbs up and say, if I'm dying, I'm lying.
All right,
the bird.
Mr. Klaus, here's your weapons.
Oh. The hell? And he gathers his weapons up. And yeah. So where are you guys headed? What is your plan?
I think we should go back to those tracks that I found in the snow and follow them.
Yeah. Head towards the
Sounds
lodge
good to me.
and follow any tracks we come across.
I'll defer to what these two think because I can't see in the dark. So basically, it doesn't really matter what I want to do because I'm following them.
If
I
you're
assume
lying,
it's
you're
like
dying.
dim light because the moon's out, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
But we have dancing lights, which will mess with dark vision.
I mean,
So I
white
won't
lights
be
are-
able to see outside of their vision, their radius. But that's okay. I'm not complaining. I'm just saying I talk a lot, and so when you guys get a chance to in character take the lead, I want to hand that off so that I don't get to speak for us all the time.
But if
But
we're
there's
out,
an in-game reason for that.
if we're out in nature, wouldn't there be enough moonlight for him to see? We wouldn't have to worry about it.
Probably depends on if it's a full moon. Although snow on the ground does tend to reflect a lot, make it a lot brighter outside than normal.
Yeah.
Regardless, I'm still following the lead of you two. In this case.
Well, since I
Sounds
saw
like
the
head back, follow any tracks.
yeah,
Sounds good. Lead the way, yip.
All right. You guys make it back to the area where you see the tracks and you start following them. And you kind of come to like some heavy, like dense trees, but you can see like there's some like cliffs ahead of you, and you see a couple of these clown things walking around outside of a cave. And from inside the cave, you can hear the wail of owlbears.
I'm gonna mimic the owlbear noise to get their attention so that they come to us.
All right. If you guys want to put yourself, well, let me put you on the map here.
Yeah, what I was wondering is where we are here.
Well, I'll let you guys put where you want to be.
You said did you say we're on the cliff?
You're not
Are we
on the
up
cliff. You're in the
or-
trees. You're down
here?
below. Yeah, you guys are kind of in these trees. You kind of see the cliff ahead of you.
Got it.
Klaus, do you think we can take 4 of them together?
He's like, I don't know. I think we probably can, with my help, of course.
That is why I said we.
Has Yip taken 4 points of damage?
Yeah,
No,
he took 4 points.
no, just 2. It says 16
Oh.
out of 18 on mine, but for whatever reason, it says 14 out of 18 on the screen.
Oh, weird. I might be able to fix that.
So does the
No.
one closest to the cave mouth have orange hair?
No.
Okay.
I will hold on. I will put their pictures into the chat of what these things look like. Oh man. Oh, did I screw something up? Hold on. And monster stat block. Yes, and these are real fucking enemies from the book.
Well, that's fun.
And here's the ones I made up.
Well, that's also fun.
You hear them every time they walk. You hear them kind of squeak, squeak, squeak. And you guys, put you guys where you want to be in these trees and stuff on the map. The map did load up for you guys, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
And you guys can move Kloss to wherever you think he should be. Are you moving that close? Yip yip.
I'll I'll hang out right there.
Does Klaus or Klaus have any working ranged weapons?
He's got his pistol.
All right. I don't know when this is supposed to take place, or what world. Since we're all level 2 at this point, you said this was a sort of a pre-campaign.
Yeah, but you guys are
Mission?
also level 2.
But well, okay. I was gonna say I'm trying to figure out if I would have a bow or a crossbow, because on a side note, for our actual campaign, I'm supposed to have one of those in my inventory, and I don't, because we picked it up when we looted. But that's not necessarily relevant to this campaign.
It's not really. It's kind of a.
Do you have the bow that they give you for the archery contest?
Well, that's not. Basically, I'm trying to find out if I have anything with range aside from just vicious mockery.
I've got to reload this map. It's not letting me do anything here, so. I put down Kloss and it just messed everything up. What? What?
You heard me.
His shoes are squeaking.
It sounded more like a duck.
Oh, I think I could just add this myself. Never mind, Rob. You don't need to do any of that.
Right, add everybody to the combat tracker. Okay, everybody's added to the combat tracker now. All right, so Preston, you said you were making the noise.
Yes. I want to grab their attention, so I'm making Albert noises, so that they're like looking over in the trees, kind of where we're at.
You see one kind of squeak, 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 squeak as it steps 5 foot forward, and he looks back at the other clown by the cave entrance, and he just kind of points and says, "Go get it. We need all of them we can get." And it squeak, 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 squeak. He comes a little closer. Are you guys hiding, or are you out in the open?
We're hiding, aren't we? At least I am.
Well, Sean is out in the open.
If they walk towards us, I'm just gonna shoot the one in the back.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess you guys should roll for initiative, just in case.
Sure. Just a second. Okay, initiative.
You see it kind of like look around this rock, and it steps forward this way. Have you shot yet?
I was waiting on. Are we not doing initiative or?
Well, initiative happened if you like this. You've kind of snuck up on them, so you've got to sneak. You could sneak attack at any time until they see you.
So I have advantage on the first attack then?
You get advantage on sneak attack. I think you just get to attack. I don't think there's any sneak attack damage.
I mean, if I'm hidden, then I would have advantage, but or if they're not aware of my presence.
Is that how sneak it is? You're not. Hold on.
Well,
You're not a
attack's
rogue.
Thing, yeah.
Yeah,
It's
but
just
you're not a
like,
rogue.
I'm hidden. You don't have to be a rogue to be
Right.
hidden.
So sneak attack adds extra damage, but that's not
a rogue
advantage. Right. But that's
Yeah.
not what he's doing. He's just saying advantage because he's...
The only advantage you would get is you get to attack before anybody. You would get to attack before them. There's no advantage for sneak attack if you're hidden.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna shoot the one in the back.
Alrighty, I
Nope.
will.
Pew pew. Natural 20.
Oh shit!
Only 8 damage.
Oh
Sadly.
man, that should have been a lot better than that. Oh, that's disappointing. So you just shoot. What's your little arc of Eldritch Blast look like? It just shoots out and.
Yeah, it's like a little purple grayish, like a little laser beam. It's very quick little.
All right.
So can we all have
Yeah, you can all
basically...
get sneak attack.
Okay.
We have a surprise round, basically.
Yeah, surprise round here.
Well,
Oh my goodness! Who did you hit? The same one?
yeah.
Holy shit! Poof, poof! Yip, yip. Oh, yip, yip misses.
Oh.
And Klaus. He pulls out his pistol. And he also hits. He only did 4 points of damage. That one space clown just looks like he just got lit up. What? Get him! All right, everybody, we're gonna start back at the top. This one kind of rushes forward, and you see him pull out. He starts running towards you, and you see him pull out like the handkerchiefs that come out of the sleeve. He keeps pulling them out until he gets to the end, and it becomes a long whip, and he takes a whip shot at you. Does a 15 hit you?
No.
All right, so I love it. All right, Yip Yip, it is now your turn.
All right, this, you know what? I'll do the orange guy. That guy right there.
All right.
Come on, crossbow, don't let me down. 11?
That is a miss.
God dang it.
Wait, hold on a second. Let me check because I forgot what these are the ones I made up. Yeah, it just barely misses. You barely shoot over its shoulder. Savandrius, it is now your turn.
All right. Well, I will. Let's see where. Yeah, I'm going to cast Fairy Fire right there,
Okay, and that's
which should have the range to hit. Or wait, was it? No, right there, which should have the range to hit all of them and not be in range for us.
okay. All right. They have to roll a dex saving throw or something, right?
Yeah, I'm trying to. It's not letting me click on it to find out. Oh, here we go.
What's
Let's see. Each fails a dexterity saving throw.
All right. So let me roll this. One. That one failed.
It's a dex.
Second one
of,
failed.
I believe 13. Oh wait. Hold on. No, that's not a 20-foot cube. This one's a 20-foot.
Yeah, it was too small. Right, increase the size.
Oh, so it looks like you only hit 2, maybe.
Muzzle.
Might be able to hit 3.
Right, but this isn't 20-foot cube. This is 15, unless
Oh.
you're
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. Yeah, you're right. It would get. Yeah, that would get them all. Yeah, just barely get them all. I think.
There we go. This one's.
Yeah, that's.
Well, still.
I was moving it. All right.
I was just putting it where I would have functionally.
I can say I'm going to say you guys. There's a way that you could do it because if you did like right.
If it doesn't
There.
work, if one of them's out of the way, then that's okay. You can just tell me who or like.
They all failed.
Who, but...
They all failed their saving throw. By the way.
Cool.
And that's your turn.
Hold on. Let me see if there was something else I was going to do. No, okay, you're right. That'll be my turn.
All right. 5, 10, 15, and it climbs up on this rock. And you see it pull a pie from behind its back. And it looks at Yip Yip. And I need you to make me a dexterity saving throw, Yip Yip. All right. You see this pie come your way. This banana cream pie just comes flying at your face, but you're able to dodge to the side and it just lands harmlessly into the tree behind you and just kind of almost like it just fades from existence. And then you see the clown jump up and down like it's angry and honk its nose at you. All right. Angles, it is your turn.
Alright. I'm going to cast Green Flame Blade on the one directly in front of me,
Okay.
which is just this. It's a 16 hit.
That is a hit.
Okay. The one in front of me, orange, will take 10, and blue, right next to him, will take 3 fire damage.
Okay. Suddenly this one just pops. And I need you to make me a dexterity saving throw.
20.
All right. Yeah, it almost pops like a balloon, and just a splash of putrid, corrosive ichor just kind of lands around you, but it doesn't hit you. And yeah, it's just you see like the body's just all gone, and it's just a clown suit now. And then this one takes 3 points of damage. Okay.
And then I will stand here.
Okay. All right. This space clown steps forward. Oops, that's not. Oh man, that's in my way. 5, 10, 15, 20. And it sees the hippo man. And it's going to try to shoot it with its ray gun. You see it pull out this long tube. And it shoots this ray out. And it just misses the gif. Be careful of that thing. It's going to make you tell funny jokes. Make you laugh your head off. But it misses. And it's Klaus's turn. And he's going to pull out his pistol. And he takes a shot at the space clown and just tried to hit him with the thing. And misses completely. Great. Awesome.
He had advantage, right?
Oh, hold on. You're correct. Forgot about that. Let's see if that hits because I don't remember what they're. It hits. Woo. And oh my goodness, there it is. Does a little bit of damage to it. 5 more points of damage. Thing's starting to look, you start to see tatters in the suit, and you almost see it like it's losing like weight. Like it's like every time it gets hit, it's like getting smaller. Like it's losing air. All right, Yip, it is your turn.
Come on, baby. Come on.
Who you shooting
18.
at?
I'm gonna.
Remember to roll with advantage too.
Yeah, go ahead and roll a second time just to make sure it doesn't hit more.
But you should call out your target before you roll too.
This guy right there.
Which one?
The
middle one.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
One.
I didn't see him blink. Okay. All right. Yeah, oh my gosh, that's a hit. Yeah, both of those would have hit. So. Okay. Oh no.
Good luck, Sean.
Yeah. Sorry, buddy.
What's up? What happened?
Hold on.
You're
I
about
gotta
to
read this.
He's gonna explode all over you,
Yeah.
or try to.
Yeah, I need you to make me another dexterity saving throw.
Oh, that's
it just-
fine.
It just popped again.
Easy 14.
Yeah, you did it. Yeah, it popped and more of that ichor came out.
Woo.
Savandrius, it is now your turn.
All right, I am going to take a crossbow shot at the bigger dude, the dude on the left.
You okay? This guy.
I wasn't looking, but yeah, probably.
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember how to do advantage. There we go. Well,
That's that either one of those would have hit, so yeah. Okay,
all right.
Another nice pop. Okay. Still standing. This one here is gonna throw a pie at Angels. Ugh, God, I can't say that name. Give me a dexterity saving throw.
That's 4.
The pie hits you square in the face, and you're now blinded for 1 round.
You got
And
it.
you take 4 points of damage. And it jumps around and honks its nose excitedly. Does a little clown dance. It's your turn.
I'm blinded, but I'll still try to attack the guy that was in front
Well,
of me.
he's got advantage. You got advantage to hit him, but you got disadvantage because you're blinded, right? So it's kind of cancels each other out.
Yeah.
As you try to wipe the pie out of your face. It tastes good though.
Total 20. I won't eat any of it.
Honka, honka.
7 damage.
Give me another dexterity saving throw with disadvantage.
Disadvantage.
Yeah,
Why so?
because he exploded and you can't see.
Well, blinded doesn't give you disadvantage.
Oh, it doesn't?
Only on attack rolls, I believe.
Oh, okay. Well, give me a dexterity saving throw.
It's a 7. Probably fail anyway.
Yeah. Forgot how much damage it did. Oh man, where's that? No, not that one. Oh my god, I'm ducking.
Unless it's a sight-based saving throw or something. Or ability check.
Oh damn. You take 5 points of damage as it explodes and the ichor gets over you. It burns too. Ooh, it really burns.
Yikes.
All right. The space clown rushes towards the hippo man.
I guess it makes sense that we haven't seen him outside of this campaign. He's our sacrificial lamb, isn't he? He dies to the clowns. I was just starting to like him. Oh.
He doesn't rush forward. He gets really. He stays where he's at. I thought he had like a scimitar attack, but he does not. So you see him like. Oh no! Okay, yeah. Never mind. You see him rush forward, and he reaches out, and you see like this little metal thing in his hand, like a joy buzzer, and he grabs at the GIF at Klaus. Oh man, he hit. Oh man.
He's about to make Jiffy Pop.
All of a sudden, you see the skeleton as he gets shocked.
That would be interesting.
And you see him kind of got some smoke coming off of him, but he's still alive. But he's hurting. And he says, "You buggered idiot!" And he he runs head first at the clown, who makes a dexterity saving throw and fails. And the hippo rushes into him and knocks him to the ground. And he takes 5 points of damage. He's still standing. Well, not still standing literally, figuratively. All right, back to Yip Yip.
So the big guy that's is that blue? Oh, it's the only guy left. Okay. Now, how do I add advantage on to my attack roll?
Right click on the hit dice,
And
and then select advantage.
That's
And then click roll at the bottom.
Noise.
Yeah, not bad.
That's a hit.
Come on, baby.
Not bad, kid. Not bad.
Suddenly, it runs into him and pop! He explodes in even a bigger splash. And Klaus makes his saving throw, so he's able to get away from it as the last clown dies.
Dang. I wanted to get hit by the joke gun. I had some jokes ready.
So what are you guys
maybe
doing
it'll
now?
come back.
Should we go into the cave? Are there? You think there's more in the cave?
Can we still hear like Albert crying?
Yeah, you still hear Owlbears crying inside the cave.
Sounds like there's more.
All right, let's go check out this cave.
All right. Inside the cave, you see 8 owlbears tied together, tied to what looks to be a large sleigh. They all seem very docile and crying, but they're all got this like weird drool hanging out of their mouth.
Have they been drugged?
Some of them look like they've grown like colorful hair
Oh,
and stuff around on their head, almost like they're wearing like clown wigs. They also have squeaky shoes on.
That's not good.
I mean, my magpie brain doesn't even know how to process what I'm looking at here. owlbears with clown shoes. Man, if I'm dying, I'm lying. I don't know what to do with this.
I'll look to Klaus and say, is it too late for them? Are they a threat?
It's like, no, I think that he goes, I'm not sure, but I'm pretty sure that they fed them some thrill joy. But they're not completely clowns yet, so I think that they're okay. They look very docile for owlbears. I say we take the sleigh with us.
I say we take the sleigh with us. Yip, yip, yip.
I say that what you say is what I say.
Yip.
Is it safe to cut these owlbear clown bears free? Can we untie them at least? They're crying. For Pete's sake.
Well, it looks like they could pull this. They could pull a sled.
Oh, even better.
Would they be happy with that though?
Are you saying that we can deliver all the toys for Christmas?
That's exactly what I'm saying.
Hey, I have like speak with animals. Let me look at my. Yeah, I have speak with animals, so maybe I can communicate with them, and you know.
I was wondering why Quazka seemed to like you so much.
I know, yeah.
All right,
get him
you
on.
can speak with them.
Yeah, and
Giggles. Funny man.
uh,
Bird.
man, shit. I communicate with them like, hey, are you guys okay with chauffeuring us around? You know, helping us out. We want to kill the bastards that did this to you.
We live servitude.
Well, holler at your boys. Let's go. Wonka wonka.
They burst to the cave.
Wonka.
The owlbears all seem to be running super fast as they rush to the forest, and you make it back all the way back to the hunting lodge and pull up with the owlbears, and everybody comes out and greets you. Just as you see.
Does anyone have any healing on hand? We've got quite a story, but we've got three people in need of some aid.
Did Gundren make it back?
Yes, Gundren made it back.
Where did he put the flesh orb?
We locked it up in the outhouse, which we now realize is a bad idea, because now none of us have been able to use the outhouse.
Well,
Oof.
we might need to take it out and kill it.
Oh no, it's not here, it escaped.
If I'm dying, I'm lying. If I'm dying, I'm lying.
And just as all that happened, you see a Spelljammer ship fly off with a big clown face on it. We'll be back someday, you hear as it yells across. And that is our Christmas adventure. Sorry, I'm getting tired.
Yip, didn't even get an eye.
Oh.
He didn't even take one from the clowns.
No, but I'm sitting here.
Without Quazka here, you might just be an upstanding citizen.
You can't take one from a clown. They exploded.
Yeah.
True.
Didn't let us happen.
But I got my Killjoy potion. I got my bow and arrow coin. I'm sitting here and I'm petting the hair or petting the head of the owl bear that looks like a clown. Yeah.
And Don John Rasmussen says, and that's the story of when the clowns came to ruin Midwinter. If I'm lying, I'm dying. It's all a true story.
I kill him.
Sorry, guys, I got tired. I didn't want to do the big battle scene at the end.
Fair enough.
It would have taken way too long.
Yep. Some jackass made us start 45 minutes late, so it's understandable.
Oh, and I got a new catchphrase.
I appreciate.
I think it's a win for tonight. I mean,
I was looking up quotes to try and pump you full of them.
Yeah.
I was gonna lean into that. I would love for you to, if you find it an organic opportunity to pull out if you like it, to pull out the yip yip Kanku motherfucker in front of Sean.
Oh,
I think he might.
Yeah, when we go into battle, I'm
take
going to be like, yip yip Kanku, motherfucker! And then, boom, pull out my crossbow.
There we go. I like whoever played along with the Quazgos here. Thank you for that.
Extremely very stinky. Correct.
Did this.
I don't know. Whoever it was. Oof.
Yeah.
Genius. Brilliant.
Hell of a guy.
Biggest brain I've ever seen.
Let me see if I can zoom in so everybody who is going to watch this can just view it in all of its glory.
I didn't even notice. Like, whoever did it was pretty sneaky, sis. With the extremely and the stinky additions.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Well, thanks for putting together a one shot, Rob.
Yeah.
It's kind of silly, but it was fun. I like the premise of the if I'm lying, I'm dying, which makes it so that obviously none of this happened this way.
Well, we know Don John's obviously senile.
He's very drunk now that he doesn't adventure anymore. Just constantly.
Yeah, clowns, flying ships, hippo people. Yeah, sure, bud.
And he wasn't there to see any of it.
But here's the thing.
Exactly.
Literally, Preston does have the thrill joy.
Yeah.
It was in his backstory.
Yeah.
It wasn't thrill joy. He just said he found, like, he literally in his character background story, he's like, yeah, this round orb creature fell out of the sky and it had some funky lights, and it gave us a vial that he's gonna let everybody drink one day. And I was like, well, that's the dumbest shit I've ever seen. He's gonna call it Bailey's from a shoe. I was like, I'm not doing that. And then I fucking seen the goon balloon, and I'm like, well, fuck, that's exactly what he described in a way.
I didn't know it was
go.
in his backstory, so I just threw it at him because I thought he would like it. I didn't know it was supposed to go to him.
That is kind of perfect.
Yeah.
If I'm lying, I'm dying. What can I say?
If I'm lying, I'm dying. What can I say? Yip yip.
And now Yip Yip has instilled in him the knowledge that when he's not using just his voice to fight, Sifandrius can, put in some work too.
Oh,
Yeah.
and by the way, this is kind of out of character knowledge, but there's just a little bit of extra role play it's going to go in. Andrelv, when you guys when you guys return back to Neverwinter, when you arrive back where you're staying, where's your character staying at? Are you staying at an inn? Do you have a house there? Do you have a place of refuge?
Oh, when we go back to
civilization.
He could probably depart from or away from Gundren,
Right.
and be like, well, I'll come to you if I need any more work, but it was fun.
He's like, fine. I will let you know if I have anything. There's some stuff that might be coming up. And you've got that one friend, the Quazga. No,
I
wait, hold on.
never met the guy.
No, hold on. That hasn't happened yet. That's right. That's not happened yet. Quazga's the last one that you guys that meets Gundred in my head canon. But anyway, you return back to your home, and you find a note there with a wax seal on it of a spider.
Oh, fuck.
Dun dun dun.
I would read the note.
It says, hopefully you found some good information from Gundren while you're there. I'm just going to assume that you did. You know, you kind of, if we didn't really get to role play any of that out, but he says, hopefully you found some good information that you can pass along to me from Gundren Rockseeker. And pretty soon, I think it's time that you make your way to Phandalin. But before that, I'm pretty sure Gundren has a certain map, or he'll be getting it soon. I think you should find your friend Quazga and have him try to steal it from Gundren's house. Your brother, the spider.
Damn, I wish you had given that info to Sean privately.
Why?
I mean, you're supposed
Because-
to know about it.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, because now we know. And it won't be a big reveal later. But Sean doesn't know, so that'll be fun.
Yes.
Sean, don't listen to this.
Oh, and the thing is, the letter is to Eldorans.
Mhm.
Dun dun dun.
Well, that's fun. So Sean made this character, kind of to fill in here, but it did. So I don't know, Rob. I was going to talk to you about the next level up that I have. I was going to multi-class
Okay.
into Warlock.
Oh, okay.
If you like, I'm not intending to go into Warlock majorly, so I was
Mhm.
going to see if I could convince you to let my patron functionally be, you know, that like wisp that's
Oh,
my
yeah.
familiar at the carnival.
Sure.
Basically, because of my interest
We
in
forgot
magic.
about that damn thing. I forget about it every adventure. And like when I'm walking around thinking about y'all's characters at work or something, I'm like, oh yeah, that fucking wisp. I gotta remember to put that in here. And I was gonna have, like, you got late here today, but I was gonna have like a little section of you meeting Gundren for the first time and stuff, and you had that wisp with you. So, but
Gotcha.
but
But especially now meeting Angdrelv and seeing Angdrelv's potential, I was planning on multi-classing into a Hexblade Warlock.
mhm.
And if you would let me, basically, I'm just going to get 1 or 2 levels in Warlock, so not super powerful stuff.
Mhm.
But I'd love it if in character that Wisp as my companion kind of becomes my patron and gives that little bit of power to help me, you know.
Yeah.
Even though it's not really a patron, it's more like a friend that's just lending a helping hand, and it's not super powerful, but can lend a little
Right.
bit of magic, you know. So if that works with you, then
I think they added a. Did they add a warlock patron that was a fairy or a fae?
there is a Fey one, but it doesn't. I mean, technically, if you're following that lore, it doesn't like that's
Then
not
he
for the
wants to be a
Hexblade.
Hexblade.
Oh, gotcha.
And the Hexblade is I'm
Warlock and sorcerer are the two classes I know the very least about.
and it's coincidental. Sean might appreciate it, but as I've been thinking about it, I was thinking my Wisp could sort of be more like an emissary, if you will, for a greater spirit,
Mm-hmm.
and their name was going to be Sylphrena. And if I'm a Hexblade, then it kind of follows the book series that Cephandrius is from to a degree anyway,
Okay.
or parodies it or references it a little bit.
Yeah, your
And-
sprite will become your blade.
Yeah, more or less. Which I didn't consider at all until after I wanted to be a Hexblade, and I thought, oh, that kind of works out.
Kind
It's
of
a
like
series,
if I think of that Zelda game where there's a sword that follows you around, Faye.
Yeah.
Kind of
Yeah.
the Hexblade is kind of that.
Rob, I know you didn't like Superpowered when I recommended it to you, but Stormlight Archives, whew, so good. I would say Sean will back me up on that, but Sean also liked Superpowered, so you might not like the same thing Sean and I like in general. But that one's more like fantasy.
Yeah.
I would say definitely Stormlight's better than Superpowers. But Superpowers
I
is so
think-
great.
I don't know if I agree with that statement, but they're both good for very different reasons. I think if you went back and re-listened to Superpowered, you'd be like, fuck. Here I said Stormlight was way better, or was better. You didn't say way. I just imagined that part. Maybe I'm wrong.
I just think I like the setting more. It's more my style.
That's fair. That's fair. I think I
That's why
just
I
like the narration so much of Superpowered.
I like the yip kid goo motherfucker.
Hey, can we?
I thought you'd appreciate
Can
it.
we make this? Can we make this? Jordan, do you always have your phone around you when we're playing?
I can.
Because I was thinking, like, now that I have this, what the fuck did we call my vial of go-go juice?
Your fake giggle juice, whatever
Yeah.
it is.
Real joy.
So,
Yeah,
I
so-
make a little concoction, maybe one adventure, and Jordan drinks it. And then I don't really have to talk in, like, full sentences, right? I could just say if I'm lying, I'm dying. And then I can text Jordan, and then we can kind of have that Chewbacca Han Solo thing going on where he's just like, you know what, you're right. And that connection for him to understand me is the fact that because the go-go juice like has voices and shit in it, right? So he drinks it, and then it gives him the ability to kind of understand my mimicry.
I mean, it seems like the clown things fed the owlbear that stuff, and then the owlbear was kind of under their control. I'm not looking to be under your control,
And turn
Birdman.
into a clown bear.
Yeah, no.
I mean, I'm already a clown, and that's
Right,
fair.
no. I don't want you under my control, but I think it'd be like that psychic connection where I say something and you kind of like, you know what I mean. So I don't have to like, say like, hey, my character writes a note. Like, I can just kind of text you, and then you're like, hey, you're right, yip, we should do that. Or, God dang it, magpie, that's dumb, or whatever.
I'd be down.
Okay.
I don't know about. I mean, I like the mechanism. I'm not 100% sure on the thrill joy aspect of it, just because I don't know if that behaves the way Rob was originally intending. But I think we can come up with something to make
I
that
just
work.
think
If not the thrill
speed
joy.
of communication would be the biggest factor there.
I am
True.
I am a brew master. You know what though? But like in game, like, the other Sean is always sitting there like fucking starting to fight anyways, and so that gives me like an extra minute to sit there and type something up and send it to you because with his bullshit. So
I mean, you're doing this on your computer, right?
yeah.
You can very, very easily click on. I mean, you could do it via phone if you wanted, but you can easily click on my name and send a. Wow, that was messy as fuck. But send a direct message via Discord, or even I think you can whisper in game too.
The problem is if you're not paying attention to Discord, you would probably miss it because Sean has tried to send me stuff in Discord, and I always miss it when I'm playing the game because it's not pulled up in a window.
I am not paying attention to Discord, but my notification still goes off. Like I occasionally will talk to like the other Sean in Discord,
Yeah.
or we'll share like AI art stuff or good jokes that we could have used in this campaign, but we'll have to save for later.
I thought those were great.
Yeah. Oh man, that second one is
This is
absolutely
great for
gonna.
Alaska. That's why I was.
Yep. Yeah.
Going on?
I'm just reading some jokes that Sean sent to me.
Oh.
D&D jokes that I was hoping to get zapped by the thing.
Oh.
Instead, it makes you say one and then you like lose your
And
turn or whatever.
I actually messed up. It was supposed to make you laugh hysterically and fall on the ground like, is it Tasha's or what is it?
Yeah, Tasha's hideous laughter.
Yeah, but I just said when I messed up when I said it makes you tell jokes.
I was ready.
So
to
maybe
tell
canonically in our game it does.
Sounds good. Sounds good. Oh man, if Sean doesn't listen to this and give it away or catch on to it, maybe we need to have you brew up a concoction for him, Preston, that has this, that casts Tasha's hideous laughter.
Yeah.
So that I'm just gonna Sean. No, I'm not gonna call you other Sean. Sean, can I tell them that joke that I was laughing at? Are you okay with that?
Sure, I just found it online.
Yeah. But I definitely, I kind of want to save it for a big reveal, but basically I want to explain to Preston why I want to set it up. It's, what do you call an orc with 2 brain cells?
I don't know what.
Pregnant. And I would just love to throw out something like that when Sean's character has Tasha's hideous laughter, so he's got to laugh at it. He can't help but laugh at it uncontrollably. I don't know. It's
Oh my goodness.
a whole bunch of anti-Quazga jokes.
I am down for that.
Yeah, I was very happy with the damn picture that AI did for the hippo guy with the clowns and the fire in the background. I was like, holy shit, that looks like an awesome movie poster.
This was a lot of fun little backstory, fun little one-shot stuff. Especially the fact that Sean's character tossed Yip Yip the vial. That's great.
That worked out well.
Yeah.
Sorry, I was a little discombobulated at first. It's been a while since I've tried to write down my own adventure, and my brain, like I said, I was also very tired when we started tonight, so my brain is kind of in kind of limbo. So it took me a little bit to I feel like the stuff at the very beginning didn't hit the test, the skill test, and all that, because I was like, well, I'll have time to get through this, but it was going to take too long to do it the right way. And I was
sorry about that.
I was thinking about stupid little shit like you would see in like a car chase in the city, where they're carrying the glass across the street, or somebody drives through it on a motorcycle. So that's what I was trying to do with the cubes of ice that were on a stretcher that was being hauled by, and Yip Yip kind of crashes into it, kind of stuff like that. But
You're good. Again, some jackass showed up late, so you didn't have as much time to flesh out those bits as you might have wanted to.
yeah, some jackass.
We had to kind of speed through it. Again, sorry about that one last time, everybody.
Fine.
I appreciate all of your grace.
We got through most of the good stuff. The last thing would have been just a bunch of fight, and it would have taken forever with like a dozen pie throwers and other NPCs and everything. It's just too many. I would have had to done I probably could have done some rolls light things where just okay, I'm going to roll 12 dice in a row, and they hit, and certain people might go down, but it's we can save that stuff for another time now that the clown has gotten away.
Yeah. And I'm sure they can come back not on Christmas sometime if we need other random weird one-shots.
Right.
Oh man, Easter.
Maybe they're able to.
Easter clowns.
Maybe they're able to track where we are because of the stuff that Preston got.
And
that stuff that I already forgot the name of. Thrilljoy. Yeah, that's what.
Thrilljoy. That fucking goon balloon, though. When I seen that fucking thing, I was like, you've got to be kidding me, because that is exactly what fucking Preston, literally, if Preston described it with the funky, even the funkiness, like you said, it played funky, it did something funky with lights, and I was like, yeah, that son of a bitch, I didn't even know about the goon balloon. I was like, this is crazy.
Total coincidence, but it worked out.
Somebody who designed 5e is a Noel Fielding fan. Actually, is that ever in Old Greg? Does that happen? I don't remember.
There's a little alien ball that's fuzzy that they call the funk.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's where it came from.